Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the English Flash News edition. I'm Daniel Cook, your regular host here on Ora News, where we are trying to keep you up to date with the latest happenings in Albania and the surrounding Balkan region. In today's breaking news, 4 people were murdered today in one of Tirana's local bars. This incident occurred very early this morning near the street of Elbasan. The police have arrested the son of a socialist deputy who is accused of being one of the perpetrators of this crime. They have also arrested 2 other men. After the initial examination of the crime scene, the police have revealed that 3 of the 4 victims were shot directly in the head, killing them instantly. Ora News has made some inquiry into this case, and our sources state that this might be a drug deal that went wrong. However, as of yet, the police have not released an official version of the story. An eyewitness was willing to give testimony for Ora News, saying that he heard 3 gunshots at around 4:20 this morning. He also claimed that the 3 perpetrators attempted to escape after the shots rang out, but they were apprehended by the police before they could get away. One of the people who was killed is an Italian citizen, and the other 2 are Albanians. It has been announced that a new governor for the Central Bank of Albania is to be chosen soon. On Thursday at 9 a.m., the President of Albania will meet with the representatives of the majority in order to discuss a new governor for the Central Bank. Ora News has obtained details about this meeting, which will begin 1 hour before the parliamentary session. This meeting was also confirmed by the head of the parliament, Ilir Meta. He made this statement on the subject: "I have an invitation from the president, and I will definitely be there. After the meeting, we can discuss the topic." Our sources state that on Thursday, other high officials, such as the head of the Democratic Party, Lulzim Basha, and the Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama, will meet with the president. It is anticipated that the topic of these meetings will be the candidate who will replace the former governor of the Central Bank of Albania. It seems that Albania no longer has an ambassador to the United States of America after the president dismissed the former ambassador. The former ambassador of Albania to the United States has finished his term and has been released from his mandate. The President of Albania stated in writing that he signed this decree at the suggestion of Prime Minister Edi Rama. Meanwhile, the majority has proposed a new ambassador of Albania to the United States, the executive director of the American Chamber of Commerce in Albania. Although her name and candidacy was presented to the president a few months ago, he has not yet given his approval to appoint her as the new Albanian ambassador to the United States of America. The issue of electrical power distribution continues, and steps are being taken to improve this very important sector of the Albanian economy. The liberalization of the energy sector is considered to be one of the biggest challenges of our country's future. This is why the representatives of the Business Association have requested that the government introduce this matter in the midst of the discussion that are being held on the electrical distribution system. Representatives of the business community want the government to be more transparent and more willing to discuss the platforms of the energy sector. The head of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry made his request himself during a discussion of the future of the energy sector in Albania. The deputy mayor of Tirana was present at this meeting and stated that the government must be in support of private investments in the energy sector. The Prime Minister of Kosovo has called on all of the political parties in the country to give much-needed attention to the political situation in Kosovo. The Prime Minister, who is also the head of the Democratic Party, has exhorted the leaders of the various political parties to give attention to the political situation in our neighboring country of Kosovo. He stated that the leaders must work together in order to create institutions that are founded on the decisions of the parliamentary elections on June 8th. During a statement for the media, the Prime Minister of Kosovo said that the only way to solve this political crisis is for the leaders of the parties to confer and to communicate openly with one another. As for news in the sector of tourism, projects are underway to make Albania a more attractive destination for outside visitors. Our nation's Prime Minister inspected some of these projects himself today as he was present in an area that will hopefully become a great tourist attraction. The Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama, inspected the projects that are underway in the highlands of Kelmendi. These projects are intended to turn this area into one of the most attractive places in our country. During his inspection, the Prime Minister observed the progress that has been made so far and the continuing work that will make this area a perfect tourist destination. In other news, the Albanian government is taking steps to make Albania an attractive place for British investors. A special invitation has been issued by the Minister of Urban Development and Tourism. She gave this invitation during her speech at the Forum of Investment and Trade between Britain and Albania. In her speech, the Minister of Urban Development and Tourism said that Albania has been hard at work creating a new strategy for development and tourism. This new strategy is intended to help to facilitate the conditions for foreign investment in our country. She emphasized that the Albanian government is offering a new strategy and a new vision, which comes as the result of joint cooperation between the public and private institutions. In the most recent report released by the World Bank, which was entitled Doing Business, Albania climbed an impressive 40 positions, coming to rest in the 68th place. Today, the Muslim community celebrates an important holiday, celebrating the death of one of their symbolic figures almost 1,300 years ago. Today, Bektashi believers are celebrating the day of Ashura. This is considered to be one of the most important celebrations for this branch of the Muslim community. One of the leaders of the Bektashi Muslims gave his greetings to all those who celebrate this day. He expressed his sincere desire that there should be more peace and love in this world. This day that is celebrated by the Bektashi Muslims commemorates the death of the Prophet Muhammad's grandson Hussein. According to Shia history, Imam Hussein and 72 of his loyal companions were killed while fighting for justice in Karbala, Iraq, over 1,300 years ago. Hussein ibn Ali was born in Medina in 1626 AD. He was the son of Ali Talib, the first Imam of the Shia. This day is a very important celebration for the Muslims, and the observance is intended to bring peace and happiness between people. This has been the English edition at 6. We thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Albanian news in English, right here on Ora News. We thank you and good night.